Hello, here's a little look into Willow's Dip Book 7, Soul Saver. Just a little look inside first. Expert formatting from the book Khaleesi and a wonderful cover from the cover collection, which I'm really pleased with both, so thank you to both for those. So I'll just read a couple of paragraphs and the opening paragraph from the back, which says, "The Reverend Stephen Oswald sits at his desk planning the funeral of a parishioner who has taken his own life. Has he failed in his calling to save a soul in distress?" Just read a couple of paragraphs from inside now. Lavinia Davenport watched the vicar drive away in his old blue BMW. She hadn't recognised him until he turned round and she'd seen the dog collar, but then she'd never had occasion to speak to him before. The only time she set foot in his or any church was to dress it with flowers for a wedding, but even then, not always. Often the church committee members like to do their own arranging where possible, unless bridal parties requested otherwise. One of her drivers would deliver the flowers, and often any dealings she had with the church had been with the verger. If she had spoken to Steve, it would have only been to say hello in passing. He seemed a nice sort of a guy, but it was unlikely that their paths would cross again. She was no churchgoer, at least not since her childhood. Her memories of such establishments were of her wedding to the lying, cheating weasel Jez, who'd wanted half of her business when she'd divorced him, as if she'd worked too hard at it to give any of it to him and his latest floozy. She'd had a couple of relationships after him, but had soon drawn the conclusion you were better off without a man. Oh, they were all very charming at first when they wanted you, but once the novelty began to wear off, you took second, third, fourth place to their mates, sport, the pub, other women. New challenges to display their charms to, like the strutting peacocks that they were. No, she'd had it with men. Anyway, what was she thinking? She'd never have designs on a vicar. Could you just imagine tea on the lawn with all the old dears? She didn't think so. Her thoughts turned to Bernard, her deceased neighbour. There we are. She doesn't seem very enamoured with the slick Vic, does she? Anyway, if you were interested in having a look, the paperback is available from feederread.com. Let me show you. And I can find it. There we are. feederread.com. And the paperback, the ebook is available from Amazon. So thank you for reading, for listening. Enjoy your day.